families can come in all shapes and sizes. That's why I also picture having some two-legged children.
Join them, frolic.
Imagine me and our future children frolicking. This is fun. I'm speeding up a little. I'm speeding up quite a bit. Oh, no!
I think he's getting the hang of it. Tommy!
Mayor Perrineau with Black Tree TV. Okay, so I enjoyed the film. It was really funny and I loved every moment of it. So I was wondering, so what was your favorite children's stories or books growing up?
I loved all the Eric Carle books, like Very Hungry Caterpillar and those ones. And as before we were talking, Roald Dahl was also a favorite because he's incredibly dark and incredibly funny. Enid Blyton, Beatrix Potter. I like the Madeline books. Those books were beautiful.
Oh, nice.
I liked a lot of those too. Roald Dahl was like my hero when I was a kid. The first time I remember crying was when I heard that Roald Dahl had passed away. So I loved him to bits. And then I also remember Chicken Little. Is he the guy with the sky?
Yeah, he's trying to plan how to get out of the egg farm. And
he thinks the sky's falling down. Is that Chicken Little? Yeah. So yeah. Chicken Lickin'. Chicken Lickin'? Is that him? I don't know what I'm talking about. I've forgotten. I'm wasting your time.
No. But what was your favorite part about playing Mr. McGregor and Bee in the sequel?
I mean, so many things. It was lovely to reunite with everybody. It was so lovely. And Will he's a fairly inspiring director. It's high energy, lots going on. And I think that's great for a kid's movie, because it's always moving and it's always energetic and there's never like a dull moment. And it can get hard because it's so technical. And but it was lovely to reunite, especially after the first one had been really responded by for children.
Oh, I answer it too. I'm still getting used to this. Let me think. Yes, I think coming back and knowing that the first one had worked afforded a lot of confidence and belief that perhaps before was a little bit lacking because you just don't really know what you're dealing with. I think coming back and knowing that you could deal with the animals and all the rest of it and it wouldn't be disastrous was huge. And being around Will and Rose is like a great way to spend a day. So it was all good.
I love that for you guys. So although it's a children's animation film, it has a lot of life lessons in it that I think every member of the family can apply to. So what do you guys feel about the bad seed or the mischievous person? Do you think that reputation is recoverable? Like how Peter Rabbit tries to come back to like switching his reputation in the movie. Do you think you can recover from having that reputation?
I think so. Anytime you kind of are named a certain thing, it just reinforces the behavior. So it's always about trying to go against that, I think, with any child or behavior, anything like that. It's bad to start labeling things, but mischief is fun. It can serve you later in life as well, I think.
Adds a little flavor.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So how do you feel, Domhnall? How do you feel about Mr. McGregor and Peter Rabbit's relationship in the film and how it develops and he sees him as kind of like the bad seed and then it's like they kind of go through this moment in the movie. So how do you feel about that?
I think it's funny because I think, Thomas is the adult and Peter is the kid really in the relationship, but Thomas is making just as many mistakes as Peter because it's his first time being the grown-up in a relationship like that. He doesn't really know how to behave. So he's making mistakes, as I'm sure parents make mistakes, and he's trying to learn from them too as he goes along. So I think it's nice that they both have something to learn, that it's not just Peter who has to learn how to try to be better, that Thomas has to do it too, and they do it together. I think that's a really nice kind of part of the story, and I think it shows how much Will has thought it through in terms of making sure that it makes sense and how much he takes the child's point of view on things. Yeah.
I love that. So how do you guys feel about relationships with having pets in the relationship, since they do play a significant role in their character development in the film?
Sorry, say again, having a pet in a relationship?
Yeah, like what are things you consider?
What do you think, Donald?
I think it just depends who you're with.
Yeah.
I mean, so if you're a dog person and somebody else is a cat person, I've been there. There is no compromise. There is no compromise. You can't get a half cat, half dog. It doesn't exist. I've checked. So I don't know if compromise works in a situation like that. You might
get a goldfish.
Yeah,
get a goldfish.
Woo, woo, woo,
Right?
woo. The goldfish.
That is
so well together.
I don't know if that's still ethical though. It might not be. Is it ethical to get a goldfish? I don't know.
Depends on the size of the tank.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Well, I'm wrapping up. Thank you so much for speaking with me today, guys. I enjoyed the film, and you guys have a wonderful rest of your day.
Thank you. You
Thank
too.
you so much.